let me ask y'all a question. Have you ever just felt lazy? Just felt like you didn't really want to mess with cooking anything? Yeah, me too. Fortunately, I have a Recteq 340 here. And fortunately, it does 95% of the work for me. So I've got a recipe for just a simple rib, no wrap. You don't have to come out or anything. Just kind of let it go, check on it, give it a little spritz every couple hours or so. And then that way you can enjoy just hanging out, relaxing, watching some football like I am today. And then when you come back out in about 4 or 5 hours, it's ready to go. So why don't y'all join me? Let's have some fun. All right, guys, so we're just gonna do just a tiny bit of prep. This step is completely optional. This is taking the silver skin off of the back of it. You don't have to if you don't want to. I've done it both ways. I'm just gonna show some people that wanna do it. You absolutely can. The advantages of doing it is you get to that meat a little bit better where you can get some seasoning on it. And when you do pull the ribs off and you eat them, you're not gonna have to deal with, some people don't mind eating it, but some people find it not appeasing when they eat. So really this one's actually been done for me just a little bit. Not done for me, but it was kind of like this. But as you can see over here, I can get it. This right here is the silver skin, okay? And the best way to get it is just get a butter knife and just kind of get underneath it just a little bit. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take just a regular old paper towel, okay? And that gets it started for you, something you can actually get some or you can grab onto it and then just slowly kind of pull it off. There it comes. There you go. And you may have to do this a couple times. There's the other side. If I can grab it here. There we go. See? There we go. So see, now that is just optional. That's kind of leftovers. And what I'll do is I'll show you here kind of what we're looking at now. And that's kind of, as you can see on the meat, or you can actually see the meat now, whereas previously you couldn't. So just wanted to show you guys that. It is completely optional. You don't have to do it, but I prefer doing it just so we can get some meat, some seasoning on that meat, so it'll be a better bite for our finished product. All right, I will see you guys shortly. Smoke on. All right, so real quick, I'm gonna show you guys just what we're gonna season this thing with, something you can do. If you watch my pork butt video, you saw it's great to have a binder where this rub can really stick to it so it doesn't fall off. 95% of people use mustard. I would recommend doing that as well if you can. Like I said, I cannot stand the smell of mustard. And I know it's a fault of mine, and I know it's not manly or whatever you wanna call it, but I just can't. And I found this Melinda's Pizza hot sauce works great. I found hot sauce works great anyway. It's very similar. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over the back of it with our seasoning, some Meat Church Honey Hog Hot. Excuse me, I got the honey bacon barbecue today. I wanted to try that. I haven't tried this quite yet on ribs. All right, guys, so we just put the ribs on here. We're smoking at 225. As you can see, it's putting out a good amount of smoke. Just did put them on, looking 4 or 5 hours or so. I've got my thermometer in there right now as well. First time I'm using that on ribs, so we'll see how that works. But yeah, we'll come out here in probably about, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours or so, spritz them with a little bit of apple cider vinegar water. I'll just give you guys just a quick little look here. There they are. They look really, really good. So yeah, once I come back out here, we'll update you. I'll let you see how they kind of look at the third waypoint or the halfway point, and I'll be back with you guys shortly. Smoke on. Alrighty, we are 2 hours in here, and according to meter, it looks like my internal on the ribs is about 150. It says we got about 3 hours to go or so. I really want to get it to around 195. Some recommend taking it 200, 203 or so. To me, they fall off the bone a little too easy on that. So if you fall off the bone ribs, take it at 200, 203. I like it where it still has a little bit of give. And the ribs aren't falling off the bone, but they still come off easy when you eat them. So all I'm gonna do here, we're gonna take a look real quick, and then after that I'm gonna spray them, give them a little quick spritz, and we'll close it back up and keep on going. There we go. Yeah, she's pretty. Look at the color. Wow, very happy with that. Alrighty, another hour down. Let's check these things out, give them another spritz. Oh man, really good color again, my goodness. Just gorgeous. It's about 165 or so. We got another couple hours. They're progressing nicely though. Yeah, really excited to see what happens. With about, I don't know, 30 minutes or so left, I'm gonna put some sauce on them. And I'll probably come back at that point and kind of let you guys see them, and we shall go from there. Smoke on. All right, guys, so the meter thermometer is reading about 185, 186 or so. I've probed it myself. Some spots are in the 195 range already. The thicker part of the meat's around 185. So I'm going to go ahead and sauce these things, let them sit for about 30 minutes in the grill, kind of tack up a little bit, and then we'll pull them and we'll let them rest for a minute, and then we'll eat. So let's see what they look like. Wow. Oh, man. They don't even look like they need sauce, do they? Jeez Louise. All right, well, let's just do a little light based here. And I'm using a Sweet Baby Ray's. That's just my favorite. And a little bit of apple cider vinegar because I like a little bit more tang. All right, guys, so these things are done. I just probed them about 5 minutes ago or so. They're really about 195 all over. A couple places a little bit higher, but I really think they're done. So let's go and pull them out and see how they look. I'll get my handy dandy tongs ready. Yep. That will work. I think they look great. I don't think we're going to have any issues putting these down tonight. So let's go ahead and pull these off. Get underneath it. Oh yeah, good bend test. They're not falling apart whatsoever, but you can definitely tell they're tender. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in here. We're going to let them sit for about 10 minutes or so, just kind of set up a little bit. And then I'm going to get some cuts in here so you guys can kind of see on the inside of them. And once we do that, we'll be right back with you. Smoke on. Okay, guys, so the ribs are resting inside. One thing I wanted to do really quickly is just show you the hopper. These things run about 5.5 hours or so. I started with a full hopper, and currently I got this thing kind of roaring to burn some of that sauce off and fat off, and I'm going to scrape it here in a minute. But I wanted to show you the hopper just to kind of, so you would get an idea. And let me put this light up here. Maybe you guys can see a little bit better. But I started with a full hopper. And as you can see, I'd say it's probably, I don't know, 2/3, 3/4 full. Between 3/4 and 2/3 full at 225. I mean, pellet consumption is great. It's about a 45, 50 degree day here today. So it's, it's chilly, it's not freezing, but just wanted to show you guys that for anybody that was, thinking about getting a Recteq or another pellet grill. So these ribs are just about ready to be cut up. I'll show you guys that here in a second. Smoke on. All right, guys. So these things been resting about 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes or so. So let's go ahead and cut into these things, see how tender they are, see if we can see a smoke ring, and then we'll eat these things up and I'll give you guys a review. That looks like a bone right there. Oh man, yep. So this side's gonna be more fall apart tender. There it goes. Wow. Yep. So as you can see here, just falling off the bone. Let's go right down the middle here. Oh man, yep. Yep, that's about perfect. Oh, whoa, there it went. That thing's jumping, it's ready to go. It's trying to get away from my mouth. Keep cutting here. Oh, there's a. There we go. Oh man, so look at here. You see the juice on that? Man, these things are gonna be good. Yep, and they are just pull apart, absolutely tender. On this side, I'll be honest, I probably went a little longer than I normally do, just because I wanted to make sure this side was done. Well, let's take a look. I mean, so they're not falling completely off the bone here, you see? But look at that nice smoke ring. Yeah, there we go. Nice smoke ring. Man, these things look delicious. The dog is over here again. She's got a good nose. Imagine that. So these things look great. I'm gonna go ahead and dive into them here in a second. Cut these things up in sets of 2, and I'll be back with you guys here in a couple minutes. Smoke on. For all my Office fans out there, to quote the great Michael Scott, I'd like to report a murder. I just absolutely killed those ribs right there. Got a little bit left here for lunch tomorrow. The wife isn't home yet. She really didn't want to eat ribs tonight. I'm still trying to figure out why. But she said for me to go ahead and go for it. So we got leftovers tomorrow, so I am stoked. I'm gonna clean up here in a second. Let the dog lick this board here where some of those juices were. That'll be her prize for the day, and I'll come back with my final thoughts shortly. Smoke on. All right, guys, so just finished up cleaning everything up, putting the ribs in the fridge, just giving you some final thoughts here. First of all, it was a great cook. This is really the easiest way you can do it. You kind of just set it and forget it. If you want to spritz, I spritz just to keep them, but if it was something where you were doing something or busy or you wanted to go out real quick, you know, you could let those things go and they'd turn out pretty good. Actually, they turn out great. So it's an easy way. I'm going to do a 2-2-1 method on baby backs. It's just what we prefer here over the spare ribs, and I'll cook spare ribs as well. But the 2-2-1 method essentially is a method where you cook them 2 hours uncovered with no foil, and then 2 hours with foil, and the final hour with sauce. So we're going to do that in the future for sure. But I just wanted to get a quick video up for everybody that just wanted to do something real quick. Again, it was great. Fall off the bone. Couldn't imagine it being any better. So as always, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, comment, like, share with your friends. Please let me know if you'd like me to do anything in the future. I don't mind really doing anything as long as I can get access to it. So again, as always, thank you so much for taking the time out to view our videos. And again, I'll see you next time. Smoke on.